I'm more upset at Meek Mill for not copywriting Dreams and Nightmares than I am at Nike and LeBron for stealing it. So LeBron has a new shoe called the Dreams and Nightmares. It comes with shirts and more apparel with the same name. And Meek Mill is upset because no one talked to him about it. And you can tell that it is inspired by Meek Mill in that song. There's too many similarities there. But I'm more mad at Meek Mill because he be hanging around, bunny hopping, doing all this stuff with these billionaires, but they didn't tell you to trademark your biggest song and the phrase that comes with it. So no, if you didn't trademark it, LeBron and Nike, they did not holler at you. They did not need to talk to you. They running with their own campaign. They gonna make their own money, and it's gonna be separate to the money that you made for yours. That's just how it is.
So apparently Nike stole Meek Mill's whole flow. Nike is dropping a collab with LeBron, and if it looks familiar, it's because they literally stole the concept of the Dreams and Nightmares 3 cover. So this is the shirt itself. It seems like Nike has no shame, but Meek Mill is the one to blame in this scenario. Did you guys know that Meek Mill's just trademarked the Dreams and Nightmares a week ago? A week ago. This is a song that has been playing at every club for 10 years straight, and he just now trademarked it. And this is why education is important, especially when it comes to owning a business. And we can tell that Meek Mill was upset because he took it to Twitter and he says, so Nike is just gonna take my whole brand and match it up with LeBron. Why wouldn't anybody holler at me about this? I thought the sneaks was fake. What's up with this? So you can tell that this caught Meek Mill off guard, but I hope he learned a valuable lesson from this. Let me know what y'all think about this situation in the comments.
Let's get high, yeah, you know I'm about to roll. Let's get please, yeah, you know I gotta pull. Let's live life, yeah, once I'm about to turn up. Get fly, oh for sure it's about to go up. Let's get high, yeah, you know I'm about to roll. Let's get please, yeah, you know I gotta pull. Let's live life, yeah, once I'm about to turn up. Get fly, oh for sure it's about to go up. Roll my blunt and pass my lighter.
Family, we are back, and wow. It's been going down for real like the past few months. So many artists, or so many just people, so many athletes and this and that are having what they thought was theirs taken right from underneath them. And it's crazy. We're going to review and react to some clips. We got LeBron and Freak Mill up here, y'all. Freak Mill is mad because he hangs around billionaires and they don't teach him the business. In my opinion, he was a gesture. We saw that man bunny hopping with Mike Rubin and all them people and this and that. Boy, you the entertainment, fool. You're the entertainment. We got to stop being the gestures for people, y'all. We got to stop being people's entertainment. We got to stop being the subject of ridicule. We got to stop being naive. Dreams and nightmares. Dreams and nightmares. Dreams and nightmares. First off, Freak Mill, that's not yours. Freak Mill doesn't know that Dreams and Nightmares was out before him. The term. Now, Nike has come up with LeBron and they've made a campaign for LeBron's shoes called the Dreams and Nightmares. What what Freak Mill doesn't know is that in some people's eyes, especially my eyes, I feel like this is an indicator. What did LeBron say in that press conference, y'all? I just want to live. LeBron has been so in a different state in these press conferences lately. A lot of people attribute that to retiring or that he has to keep playing to keep doing something else, wink wink. But Freak Mill doesn't know that in some people's eyes, LeBron's living the dream and nightmare. And that's just my opinion. I feel like these shoes, this campaign is a precursor for what's to come. And then they gave this man gold shoes. I wouldn't be surprised if this was his last pair. Let's review and react to these clips. Let's watch with an open mind. Let me know where you're tapping in from and all that good stuff. Let's get to the content.
It is so obviously clear that Nike is playing in Meek Mill's face. I really can't believe it. It's crazy. So Meek Mill posted on X and said, so Nike just gonna take my whole brand and mash it up with LeBron? What is this? Why wouldn't anybody holler at me about this? I thought the sneaks was fake. What's up with this? And then I saw the shirt and it says dreams and nightmares, big bold letters with this imagery. And I couldn't believe it because it's basically the spitting image of Meek Mill's imagery for Dream Chasers 3, except it would be LeBron's face on the shirt. And it just says dreams and nightmares all throughout the shirt. And if I was Meek, this would be a nightmare, because what do you mean I'm not a part of this? I just feel like LeBron is too in tune to be okay with this. Of course, when we think of dreams and nightmares, the first thing we think of is Meek Mill. Like, I'm pretty sure LeBron knows that. And a lot of times we like to laugh at Meek, say that he's so dramatic, but this is wrong. Nike, this is wrong. And it's true. It could have been as easy as hitting him up to say, like, this is what we're going with. What do you think about this? Like, something.
Bro, Meek Mill does not own those words. He does not own the saying or anything. Freak Mill better be cool that they're putting that term back in the atmosphere. Let's start there. Freak Mill picks up his phone to insult people. He picks up his phone to insult himself by the stupid things he says. Freak Mill played himself. Freak Mill cannot be mad at nobody but himself. Freak Mill has to get over it. Freak Mill took an author's book name, Dreams and Nightmares. Freak Mill is not original. People, look at Floyd. With what he's going through, how much money was funneled underneath his feet. The thing is, these people know a lot of people in that industry are not educated. We're dealing with people with probably less than a 10th grade, 11th grade education that just came across some money, notoriety, and fame. And now they just think they got it all figured out. No, you're playing with the sharks. You are playing with the sharks, and the sharks don't play fair. It's like they don't know our history, the patent corporation and things like that, when the cotton gin and the air conditioner, peanut butter and all of that type stuff, people don't take those things into account. If it happened back then, why wouldn't it happen now? Paperwork. Meek needs to be mad at his label, his management, and the people around him. Dreams and nightmares. When you hear that in a certain demographic, you do think about Meek. That's no lie. You think about Meek. You can't get around it. That's all the reason to get your paperwork right. If Meek handled this right, he probably could have got some bread with them. And yes, LeBron is very familiar with Dreams and Nightmares. There's so many clips of him at a concert with Meek, rapping in the crowd while Meek's in the stage. They pointing at each other, having a moment. There's moments where LeBron's in the locker room and they're all chanting the Dreams and Nightmares. But let's continue.
Meek Mill just called out Nike and LeBron James over their Dreams and Nightmares LeBron 23 collection. So he put out a tweet and added Nike saying, so Nike just gonna take my whole brand and mash it up with LeBron. What is this? Why wouldn't anybody holler at me about this? I thought the sneaks was fake. What's up with this? And he's put up a picture of one of the t-shirts that shows Dreams and Nightmares on the back of the t-shirt, but on the front of the t-shirt, they have literally copied Meek Mill's Dream Chasers 3 mixtape album cover. It's literally the same thing, bro. They've just taken LeBron James's face instead of Meek Mill's face, mixed it with a lion, how Meek Mill did in the cover for Dream Chasers 3. It's literally the same thing. Now, of course, we can all see how Nike are in the wrong for doing this, but it turns out that Meek Mill's Dream Chasers Records only just filed a trademark for Dreams and Nightmares 9 days ago. And let's not forget, Dreams and Nightmares came out about 2012, 2013. Why on earth is he filing for the trademark in 2026 after someone has taken his brand? You have to have your paperwork correct. As a business, bro, as a brand, you have to have this stuff aligned properly to avoid this sort of stuff happening. Because as it stands, although Nike and LeBron have clearly copied Dreams and Nightmares, he hasn't trademarked it. So they could do what they want with this brand. Now, I've made a full YouTube video on this situation. Just type in Honcho's house to YouTube to watch it. Once you guys have seen it, let me know your thoughts in the comments. But that's why.
All right, y'all, we're going to end it right there. Freak Mill, he needs to understand that LeBron is a puppet. LeBron works for Nike. LeBron cannot go against too much that they say because he's already received pay. Come on, y'all. Freak Mill better chill out. Freak Mill better sit back and chill out, because they might look at that dude like a threat at this point. Like, boy, you playing with the brand. Now make that make sense. Don't be surprised if Meek goes through something after this, y'all. If he keeps yapping, if he's working behind the scenes to work this and that out, and it's not congruent with what Nike got going on. Come on, man. They're not about to play with this dude. I'm sure that when they put this thing on a drawing board and they're sitting there looking up this, looking up that, they didn't see any Meek Mill paperwork. But this song came out, I don't know when. Meek Mill, he's been playing tennis and bunny hopping, but he ain't been doing no paperwork. This man trademarked Dreams and Nightmares 9 days ago. Freak Mill is one of those people, when you're in traffic and there's a car in front of you going mad slow, they see you put your signal on to get over left, they want to hurry up and go left and move slower. Freak Mill, bro. If you made it to this point, say I made it. I do want to thank you all for being here. It does mean a lot. I'm out. Peace.